Hey, Nutnik, your shoes untied.
From here they appear to be tied, but I will go in for a closer look.
Number 10. Edna Krabappel, June Marlowe. Bart's surly teacher is more than an ever-present thorn in his side.
Sit down, Bart. I'll see you after class.
She's also a walking tribute to June Marlowe's work in the Our Gang shorts of the 1930s. If you don't recognize those short films, you might know them better by their revived title, The Little Rascals. As you can imagine, Marlowe's charming work as Miss Crabtree left a major impression, especially on Simpsons writers Wallace Wolodarski and Jake Hogan. When they needed a teacher character to inject some tension into Bart's school life, their imaginations wandered back to Marlowe.
What are you looking at, Bart? Are those naughty dogs back again?
And thus, Edna Krabappel was born. You could say, in this case, the apple really doesn't fall far from the tree.
Well, Bart, it's a 59. That's another F.
Number 9. Pedro Chespirito, a.k.a. Bumblebee Man. Roberto Gomez Bolaños, a.k.a. Chespirito. In the early 90s, producers of The Simpsons took one look at Roberto Gomez Bolaños' hilarious comedic timing and went, "We want one of those."
Ay, el estómago.
Gomez Bolaños, better known by his stage name Chespirito, dazzled audiences as the incompetent superhero, the Red Grasshopper, in the Spanish language El Chapulín Colorado. Since he always gave 100%, The Simpsons created a character who would also never waver.
Action. Ay, 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 no me gusta. Ay, es grande.
In the case of Bumblebee Man, though, it's because he's never seen without his costume. As a wink to the character's origins, Bumblebee Man shares a first name with Gomez Bolaños' stage name Chespirito. Number 8. Dr. Nick, Dr. George Nishapoulos. If there's one thing you can always count on from The Simpsons, besides a never-ending episode count, it's not-so-subtle commentary on pop culture. For proof, you need look no further than Dr. Nick, a very pointed parody of Elvis Presley's personal physician, George Nishapoulos.
Hi, everybody! Are you looking for a way to slash the cost of your medical expenses?
His real-life nickname was, you guessed it, Dr. Nick. He was heavily criticized for overprescribing, and while he was acquitted of the charges in Presley's death, he eventually lost his medical license all the same.
I think I'll go out the window. Huh?
What that translates to in The Simpsons is a doctor who's comically inept, borderline evil, and all kinds of wackadoo. It's not exactly a friendly portrayal, that's for sure.
Help me.
Holy smokes! You need booze!
Number 7. Troy McClure, Troy Donahue, and Doug McClure.
Hello, I'm Troy McClure. You may remember me from such Fox network specials as Alien Nose Job and 5 Fabulous Weeks of the Chevy Chase Show.
Now, to be fair, a down-on-their-luck actor could be inspired by any number of wannabe artists, but the name Troy McClure makes the origin pretty obvious. It's a composite of Troy Donahue and Doug McClure, both actors who flirted with mainstream success before seeing their Hollywood star fade into obscurity. They were both forced into low-budget genre fare or schmaltzy endorsements to make ends meet. And surprise, surprise, that's exactly where audiences find Troy McClure in The Simpsons.
What are you working on now?
I've been reading a lot of scripts lately. You know, it's a lot cheaper than going to the movies.
Although, something tells us the real actors didn't embrace the cheese quite as much as their animated counterpart. Thankfully, Doug McClure's daughter reported he took the homage in stride.
Looking good, that wholesome stuff really helps when I'm trying to find your work.
You haven't found me work in 12 years.
Number 6. Rainier Wolfcastle, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Is there any action hero in cinematic history more meme-worthy than Arnie himself? The accent, the testosterone, the ludicrously over-the-top action. It's all utterly rife with potential, and The Simpsons uses every bit of it with Rainier Wolfcastle.
Let me get into character. Okay, I'm McBain.
You probably don't need us to tell you that, though. From the moment Rainier opens his mouth, it's extremely obvious who he's based on. That doesn't make his hilarious in-universe movies any less entertaining, though.
In this department, we go by the book.
By book.
On the contrary, the most important thing Rainier and Schwarzenegger have in common is they both know how to pull off explosive fits of violence with just the right amount of knowing irony.
That's the joke.
You suck, McBain!
Number 5. Chief Wiggum, Edward G. Robinson. The epitome of a donut-obsessed, lazy police officer, it's both funny and a little disheartening to know Chief Wiggum is inspired by a real person, but not in the way you'd expect.
Yeah, I'd hate to close you down. Maybe we can reach a little, understanding here.
While Wiggum's appearance is heavily based on a pig, the jokes there write themselves. The officer's voice is an impression of Edward G. Robinson.
If he was gonna commit a crime, would he have invited the #1 cop in town? Now, where did I put my gun? Oh, yeah. I set it down when I got a piece of cake.
Considered one of the greatest performers to never receive an Oscar, Robinson is a far cry from Wiggum, but clearly his embodiment of various gangster characters made him perfect for impressions. As they say, imitation is the highest form of flattery.
Well, I know what I'm getting. Some donuts. Help me out of the booth, boys.
Number 4. Mayor Joe Quimby, The Kennedys. Joseph Fitzgerald O'Malley Fitzpatrick Culverstone O'Donnell the Edge Diamond Joe Quimby Jr. is a handful, but that's kind of the point.
Just remember, you represent the office of the mayor, so always comport yourself in a manner befitting. Quick, honk at that broad!
Based on the Boston accent, political leanings, and a million other Easter eggs, it's all too clear the Quimbys are the Springfield version of the Kennedys. Or are we just supposed to believe it's a coincidence that Quimby's wife wears all pink?
How could you?
I didn't do it.
Or that they vacation in the beachside Quimby compound? The signs are all there if you look for them. Actor Dan Castellaneta even voices Quimby with a distinct JFK-like cadence. If you like this on-the-nose brand of political comedy, then remember, vote Quimby.
Thank you, Fat Tony. However, in the future, I would prefer a nondescript briefcase to the sack with a $sign on it.
Number 3. Krusty the Clown, Rusty Nails the Clown. Love him or hate him, you have to admit, Rusty Nails is quite an off-putting name for a clown, especially one hosting several children's programs. It struck a nerve with series creator Matt Groening, who repurposed his memories of Rusty Nails into a character for The Simpsons. Enter Krusty the Clown.
Sorry, Sideshow Bob, but it's her special birthday wish.
Groening marveled at the irony of a children's performer being named after such a dangerous item, and that joke ended up defining Krusty's edgy persona.
That thing was funny for about 3 seconds, but the important thing is, we're like a family.
Krusty,
Shut your hole!
Don't worry, though. Rusty himself is a good clown, and by Groening's own admittance, the actor behind the makeup is a stand-up guy, too. Krusty really is a breed all to himself.
That's it. No more autographs. I gotta go. They're naming a new sandwich after me at my restaurant.
Number 2. Mr. Burns. John D. Rockefeller, Barry Diller, and many others. No need to release the hounds. Sniffing out how Mr. Burns came to be is actually pretty easy.
Research shows people see you as something of an ogre.
I ought to club them and eat their bones.
He's walking, talking corporate greed personified. So it makes sense why series creator Matt Groening wrote him with oil tycoon John D. Rockefeller in mind.
Oil ho!
The animators had their own inspirations, though, with frequent director David Silverman basing Burns' design on Fox founder Barry Diller. We could go on. Over the years, Burns' behavior has been reminiscent of dozens of greedy corporate figures, and even a few fictional characters, too. As cool as it would be to exist in The Simpsons, something tells us Mr. Burns isn't supposed to be a compliment.
Take that, convenient smart. Take that, nuclear power play. Do fiddlesticks.
Number 1. Moe Szyslak, Louis Red Deutsch, and Rich Hall.
maybe we'd tip you if you'd smile once in a while.
Well, what do you call this?
Yeah!
In 1975, two boys made frequent prank calls to a Jersey Tube bar, asking for absurdly named patrons. Soon enough, the owner, Louis Red Deutsch, began telling them off. Recordings of the calls went as viral as things could back in the day and eventually led all the way to The Simpsons. Not only did it lead to the creation of Moe Szyslak, but it also gave us his iconic theory towards Bart's prank calls.
Last name Jazz, first name Hugh.
Hold on, I'll check. Hugh Jazz! No, somebody check the men's room for a Hugh Jazz!
However, that's not all Moe's based on. Writer George Meyer also took a lot from the comedic work of Rich Hall, who could bring the house down in a creatively vulgar fashion. We have both Deutsch and Hall to thank for the Moe we have today.
Hey, everybody! I'm a stupid moron with an ugly face and a big butt, and my butt smells, and I like to kiss my own butt.
What would a Simpsons character inspired by you look like? Let us know in the comments below.
On closer inspection, these are loafers.